Excretion in human. In humans, the excretory system consists of several organs that work together to eliminate metabolic waste products from the body. These organs include 1. Kidneys. The kidneys are two bean-shaped organs that filter blood and excrete waste products in the form of urine. They also help to regulate blood pressure, fluid balance, and electrolyte levels in the body. 2. Urinary bladder. The urinary bladder is a muscular sac that stores urine until it is excreted from the body. 3. Ureters. The ureters are tubes that connect the kidneys to the urinary bladder and transport urine from the kidneys to the bladder. 4. Urethra. The urethra is a tube that carries urine from the urinary bladder to the outside of the body. In addition to the urinary system, the respiratory system also plays a role in excretion by eliminating carbon dioxide and water vapor from the body. The skin also helps to eliminate waste products through sweat. The primary metabolic waste product excreted by humans is urea, which is produced in the liver from the breakdown of amino acids. Other waste products that are excreted by humans include excess water, salts, and some drugs and toxins that have been metabolized by the liver. The human urinary system. The human urinary system, also known as the renal system, is the network of organs and tissues involved in the production, storage, and excretion of urine. Its main components include 1. Kidneys. There are 2 kidneys, each located on either side of the spine, just below the ribcage. The kidneys are responsible for filtering the blood and removing waste products, excess ions, and water. 2. Ureters. There are 2 ureters, one from each kidney. They are muscular tubes that transport urine from the kidneys to the bladder. 3. Bladder. The bladder is a muscular sac that stores urine until it is expelled from the body. It can hold up to 600-800 milliliters of urine in adults before the urge to urinate arises. 4. Urethra. The urethra is a tube that carries urine from the bladder out of the body. Men and women have different lengths of urethra, with males usually having a longer one that passes through the prostate gland and penis. The urinary system also plays a crucial role in maintaining fluid and electrolyte balance in the body. The kidneys, for instance, help regulate the amount of water and salt in the body, and also control the pH of the blood to prevent acidification or alkalization. Additionally, the urinary system can be affected by various disorders and diseases, such as kidney stones, urinary tract infections, bladder cancer, and kidney failure, among others. The kidneys. The kidneys are a pair of bean-shaped organs located in the posterior abdominal cavity just below the ribcage, one on each side of the spine. The kidneys are a part of the urinary system and are responsible for filtering metabolic waste products, excess ions, and water from the blood to form urine. Functions of the kidneys include 1. Filtration. The kidneys filter around 120-150 quarts of blood each day, removing waste products from the blood in the form of urine. 2. Regulation of fluid and electrolyte balance. The kidneys regulate the amount of water and electrolytes, such as sodium and potassium, in the body. 3. Regulation of acid-base balance. The kidneys maintain the pH balance of the blood by excreting excess acids or bases in the urine. 4. Production of hormones. The kidneys produce several hormones, including erythropoietin EPO, which stimulates the production of red blood cells, and renin, which is involved in regulating blood pressure. 5. Activation of vitamin D. The kidneys activate vitamin D, which is important for calcium absorption and bone health. Some common kidney disorders and diseases include kidney stones, urinary tract infections, glomerulonephritis, polycystic kidney disease, and kidney failure. Regular kidney function tests, such as blood tests and urine tests, can help detect kidney problems early and prevent or treat kidney disease. The cross-section of the kidney. The kidney is a complex organ made up of several layers of tissue. A cross-section of the kidney reveals the following structures. 1. Renal capsule, the outermost layer of the kidney, which is a smooth, fibrous membrane that covers the entire organ and provides some protection. 2. Cortex, the outer layer of the kidney, just beneath the renal capsule, which contains millions of nephrons, the functional units of the kidney responsible for filtering the blood. 3. Medulla, the inner layer of the kidney, consisting of several cone-shaped structures called renal pyramids. The medulla contains the collecting ducts, which transport urine from the nephrons to the renal pelvis. 4. Renal pelvis, a funnel-shaped cavity located at the center of the kidney, which collects urine from the collecting ducts and transports it to the ureter. 5. Ureter, a muscular tube that connects the renal pelvis to the bladder, transporting urine from the kidney to the bladder. Other important structures within the kidney include the renal artery, which supplies blood to the kidney, and the renal vein, which carries filtered blood away from the organ. The nerves and lymphatic vessels that innervate and drain the kidney are also present within the organ. The nephron. The nephron is the functional unit of the kidney, responsible for filtering the blood and producing urine. There are about 1 million nephrons in each kidney, and each nephron consists of several structures that work together to filter the blood and remove waste products. The main structures of the nephron include 1. Glomerulus, a small, tightly tangled network of capillaries located at the beginning of the nephron. The glomerulus filters water, ions, and small molecules from the blood. 2. Bowman's capsule, a cup-shaped structure that surrounds the glomerulus and traps the filtered blood, allowing it to enter the nephron. 3. Proximal convoluted tubule PCT, a coiled tube that begins at Bowman's capsule and is responsible for reabsorbing water, minerals, and nutrients from the filtered blood. 4. Loop of Henle, a hairpin-shaped tube that extends from the PCT and descends into the medulla of the kidney. The loop of Henle concentrates urine by reabsorbing water and ions from the filtrate. 5. Distal convoluted tubule, DCT, a coiled tube that follows the loop of Henle and is responsible for fine-tuning the concentration of ions in the urine. 6. Collecting ducts, a series of tubules that collect urine from multiple nephrons and transport it to the renal pelvis. The nephron is a highly complex and specialized structure that plays a critical role in maintaining the body's fluid and electrolyte balance. Dysfunctions in the nephron can lead to various kidney diseases, such as acute kidney injury, chronic kidney disease, and nephrotic syndrome. Position of nephron in the kidney. Nephrons are located in the cortex, the outer layer of the kidney. Each kidney contains about 1 million nephrons, which are arranged in a radial pattern around the medulla, the innermost layer of the kidney. The glomeruli, which are the filtration units of the nephrons, are located in the cortex near the junction of the cortex and the medulla. From the glomerulus, the filtered fluid passes through the proximal tubule, loop of Henle, and distal tubule, all of which are also located in the cortex. The collecting ducts, which transport urine to the renal pelvis, descend into the medulla and are lined with specialized cells that regulate water and salt balance. Overall, the nephron is distributed throughout both the cortex and the medulla of the kidney, and its complex structure is adapted to efficiently filter and regulate the composition of blood and urine. The process of urine formation. Urine formation is a complex multi-step process that occurs in the nephrons of the kidneys. It involves three main processes: filtration, reabsorption, and secretion. 1. Filtration. The first step in urine formation is filtration. As blood enters the glomerulus, a network of tiny blood vessels located in the nephron, the pressure forces water, electrolytes, and small molecules like glucose and urea out of the blood and into the capsule surrounding the glomerulus, known as Bowman's capsule. The resulting fluid is known as the glomerular filtrate. 2. Reabsorption. Once the filtrate enters the renal tubule, the reabsorption process begins. Most of the water, electrolytes, and nutrients that were filtered out of the blood are reabsorbed back into the bloodstream through the walls of the renal tubule. This occurs primarily in the proximal tubule, where glucose, amino acids, and other important nutrients are reabsorbed. Water is also actively reabsorbed in the loop of Henle and the distal tubule, depending on the body's needs. 3. Secretion. In addition to reabsorption, the renal tubule also performs secretion. This process involves actively moving certain substances, such as hydrogen ions and some drugs, from the blood into the renal tubule for removal as urine. 4. Concentration. As the filtrate passes through the loop of Henle, its water content is reduced in order to concentrate the urine. This occurs through a process called countercurrent multiplication, which involves the movement of salt and other solutes in opposite directions in the two limbs of the loop. 5. Collection. The concentrated urine is then transported down the collecting ducts, which merge with other collecting ducts to form larger ducts. These ducts drain into the renal pelvis, from which urine is transported to the bladder for storage and later excretion. Overall, the process of urine formation is tightly regulated by the body to ensure that essential nutrients and water are retained while waste products are eliminated. The kidneys play a critical role in maintaining the body's fluid and electrolyte balance through this process. Adaptations of proximal convoluted tubule. The proximal convoluted tubule PCT is a part of the nephron in the kidney that plays an important role in the process of urine formation. The PCT has several adaptations that allow it to perform its function efficiently. 1. Microvilli. The apical surface of the PCT is lined with microvilli, which increase the surface area for reabsorption of nutrients and electrolytes. This enables efficient reabsorption of glucose, amino acids, and other nutrients that are crucial for the body. 2. Tight junctions. The epithelial cells of the PCT are joined by tight junctions, which prevent the movement of substances between the cells. This allows the tubular fluid to be selectively reabsorbed across the cell membrane, ensuring that only the necessary substances are reabsorbed. 3. Transporters. The PCT contains a variety of transporters that are responsible for the reabsorption of specific substances. For example, sodium-glucose cotransporters, SGLTs, are responsible for the reabsorption of glucose, while sodium proton exchangers NHEs are responsible for the exchange of sodium and hydrogen ions. 4. Mitochondria. The PCT contains a large number of mitochondria, which provide energy for the transport of substances across the cell membrane. This allows for the active transport of substances, such as glucose and amino acids, against their concentration gradient. 5. Permeability. The PCT is highly permeable to water, which allows for the passive reabsorption of water along with electrolytes. This ensures that the body retains the necessary amount of water to maintain fluid balance. Overall, the adaptations of the proximal convoluted tubule enable it to reabsorb the necessary substances from the tubular fluid efficiently and play a crucial role in maintaining the body's fluid and electrolyte balance. Adaptations of distal convoluted tubule. The distal convoluted tubule, DCT, is a part of the nephron in the kidney that plays a crucial role in the regulation of electrolyte balance and acid-base homeostasis. The DCT has several adaptations that allow it to perform its function efficiently. 1. Ion transporters. The DCT has ion transporters that allow it to regulate the balance of various ions within the body. For example, it contains sodium chloride cotransporters, NCCs, that reabsorb sodium and chloride ions, and potassium channels that secrete potassium ions into the tubular fluid. 2. Hormone regulation. The DCT is regulated by hormones such as aldosterone and antidiuretic hormone ADH, which control the reabsorption of sodium and water in the body. Aldosterone stimulates the sodium reabsorption in the DCT, while ADH regulates water reabsorption to maintain fluid balance. 3. Fine-tuning of pH balance. The DCT plays an important role in regulating the acid-base balance of the body by secreting hydrogen ions into the tubular fluid and reabsorbing bicarbonate ions. 4. Mitochondria. The DCT contains mitochondria, which provide energy for the transport of substances across the cell membrane. This allows for the active transport of ions against their concentration gradient. 5. Limited water permeability. The DCT has limited water permeability, which allows for selective water reabsorption and helps maintain the body's fluid balance. Overall, the adaptations of the distal convoluted tubule enable it to regulate electrolyte balance and acid-base homeostasis efficiently and play a crucial role in maintaining the body's overall health. Components of urine. Urine is an excretory product produced by the kidneys to remove waste and excess substances from the body. It consists of the following components. 1. Water. The largest component of urine is water, which makes up about 95% of its total volume. The amount of water in urine can vary depending on the body's hydration levels. 2. Urea. Urea is a waste product formed from the breakdown of proteins in the body. It makes up about 2% of urine composition. 3. Creatinine. Creatinine is a waste product produced from the breakdown of creatine in muscle tissues. It makes up about 0.5 to 1% of urine composition, and its levels are used to measure kidney function. 4. Uric acid. Uric acid is a waste product produced from the breakdown of purines, which are found in many foods. It makes up about 0.4% of urine composition. 5. Electrolytes. Urine also contains various electrolytes, including sodium, potassium, chloride, and magnesium. These electrolytes help regulate the body's fluid and electrolyte balance. 6. Other waste products. Urine may also contain other waste products, such as drugs, hormones, and toxins, that have been filtered from the bloodstream by the kidneys. The composition of urine can vary depending on many factors, such as diet, hydration levels, and medications. However, the components listed above are typically present in urine. Revision questions. 1. State the functions of the following parts of the kidney nephron. A. Distal convoluted tubule. B. Bowman's capsule. The distal convoluted tubule, DCT, is responsible for the final adjustment of electrolyte balance and pH regulation. It actively absorbs or secretes certain ions, such as sodium, potassium, and hydrogen ions, depending on the body's needs with the help of hormones such as aldosterone and antidiuretic hormone ADH. It is also important for the reabsorption of calcium ions and the excretion of waste products. B. Bowman's capsule is a part of the nephron that surrounds the glomerulus, allowing the filtration of blood into the nephron. It is responsible for the first step in urine formation by filtering blood plasma, water, electrolytes, waste products, and other substances such as glucose and amino acids. The filtered substance then flows into the proximal convoluted tubule for further processing and reabsorption, while the waste is excreted as urine. 2. What is the role of aldosterone hormone in urine formation? Aldosterone is a hormone produced by the adrenal gland that plays a crucial role in regulating blood pressure and electrolyte balance in the body. It acts on the distal convoluted tubule, DCT, and collecting ducts of the nephron in the kidney, affecting the reabsorption of sodium and the excretion of potassium ions in urine. Aldosterone stimulates the reabsorption of sodium ions from the urine back into the bloodstream by the DCT and collecting ducts. This reabsorption leads to the retention of water and an increase in blood volume, which helps to maintain blood pressure. On the other hand, aldosterone promotes the excretion of potassium ions in urine, which helps to maintain electrolyte balance in the body. Overall, aldosterone helps to regulate the amount of sodium and potassium ions in the body, which in turn helps to maintain blood pressure and electrolyte balance, which are important factors in urine formation. 3. State the adaptation of the nephron to its function. The nephron is the functional unit of the kidney responsible for filtering and processing blood to produce urine. The following are adaptations that allow the nephron to perform its functions efficiently. 1. Glomerulus. The glomerulus is a network of capillaries that are specialized to allow for rapid and efficient filtration of blood. The endothelial cells that line the capillaries have large pores that permit the passage of small molecules such as water, electrolytes, and waste products but prevent the passage of larger molecules such as proteins. 2. Proximal convoluted tubule. The proximal convoluted tubule PCT has a brush border of microvilli that increases the surface area available for reabsorption of water and solutes. This allows for efficient reabsorption of glucose, amino acids, and other valuable solutes from the filtrate. 3. Loop of Henle. The loop of Henle has a descending and an ascending limb. The descending limb is permeable to water but not salt, allowing water to be reabsorbed from the tubule back into the surrounding tissues. The ascending limb, on the other hand, is not permeable to water but actively reabsorbs sodium and chloride ions. 4. Distal convoluted tubule and collecting duct. The distal convoluted tubule, DCT, and collecting duct are responsible for fine-tuning electrolyte balance in the body. They are lined with specialized cells that can selectively reabsorb or secrete certain ions, depending on the body's needs. Hormones such as aldosterone and ADH play a crucial role in regulating this process. Overall, the adaptations of the nephron allow for the efficient filtration, processing, and reabsorption of blood components, enabling the production of urine while maintaining the body's fluid and electrolyte balance. 4. State the importance of reabsorption during urine formation. Reabsorption is a crucial process in urine formation because it allows the body to conserve valuable molecules such as glucose, amino acids, and water, while also maintaining the appropriate balance of electrolytes and other solutes in the body. The following are the key importance of reabsorption during urine formation. 1. Water conservation. Reabsorption of water from the filtrate back into the bloodstream allows the body to conserve water and prevent dehydration. This process occurs mainly in the proximal convoluted tubule PCT and the loop of Henle. 2. Electrolyte balance. Reabsorption of electrolytes such as sodium, potassium, and chloride ions by the distal convoluted tubule, DCT, and the collecting duct helps to maintain the proper balance of these ions in the body. This process is crucial for maintaining healthy nerve and muscle function. 3. Nutrient conservation. Reabsorption of valuable molecules such as glucose and amino acids from the filtrate back into the bloodstream helps to conserve these nutrients in the body. This process occurs primarily in the PCT. 4. Waste removal. Reabsorption also helps to remove waste products such as urea from the bloodstream and prevent their excretion in the urine. This is important for maintaining a healthy balance of waste products in the body. In summary, reabsorption plays a critical role in urine formation by allowing the body to conserve water, maintain electrolyte balance, conserve nutrients and remove wastes, thereby maintaining the appropriate internal environment necessary for the body to function optimally. 5. Explain the process of filtration at the Bowman's capsule. Filtration at the Bowman's capsule is the first step in urine formation. It is a passive process that occurs due to the pressure gradient between the glomerular capillaries and the space inside the Bowman's capsule. The process can be broken down into the following steps. 1. Glomerular filtration. The glomerular capillaries in the Bowman's capsule are specialized to allow for rapid and efficient filtration of blood. This is achieved by the presence of pores between the cells that line the capillaries known as fenestrations. The fenestrations permit the passage of small molecules such as water, electrolytes, and waste products but prevent the passage of larger molecules such as proteins. 2. Filtrate formation. As blood enters the glomerular capillaries under high pressure, plasma is filtered out of the capillaries and into the Bowman's capsule. The filtrate formed consists of water, ions, glucose, amino acids, and other small molecules, but does not contain red blood cells or large proteins. 3. Selective filtration. The process of selective filtration occurs due to the presence of specialized cells called podocytes that line the Bowman's capsule. These cells have extensions called foot processes that create slits through which the filtrate must pass. The size of the slits ensures that only small molecules can pass through while larger molecules are excluded. 4. Regulation. The rate of filtrate formation is regulated by various mechanisms, including the diameter of the afferent arteriole, the vessel supplying blood to the glomerulus, the hydrostatic pressure in the glomerular capillaries, and the level of resistance in the efferent arteriole, the vessel draining blood from the glomerulus. Overall, filtration at the Bowman's capsule is an essential process in urine formation, allowing for the removal of waste products and excess fluids from the bloodstream while retaining valuable molecules such as glucose and amino acids.